Hot off the press, the new self-employment income support scheme. What is going to change in November 2020? Check out this video as I go through all of the details. Hi everyone, my name is Simon Misiewicz from Optimise Accountants. I'm here to help you grow your wealth whilst reducing your tax liability. And in this video, I want to give you an update to the Self-Employment Income Support Scheme. This is the November update in terms of the grants that will be made available to you. You will know that I've created some videos which are worth looking at to make sure that you have claimed all the grants that you could. The first one is the Self-Employment Income Support Scheme for August 2020. Make sure you've got that one. The link will be appearing just above my head, and don't worry, the link will be below this video as well. And I gave an update as well for the Self-Employment Income Support Scheme, which was meant to be introduced from October 2020. That's when it was announced. But this now replaces that update. So if you're watching that video or you're pairing the link above, don't worry about that. Just watch this video. This is the link that you need to take into account. What is useful though is to understand that the grants that you get, well, that is going to be taxed. And you want to know how they will be taxed as well. So make sure again, you watch that video right above my head and below this video description. So go check out those after you've watched this video, of course. If you want to know the detail behind this Self-Employment Income Support Scheme, or the more easy to remember acronym SEISS, wow, Star Trek. But if you want to know the Self-Employment Income Support Scheme, which I kind of find is easy to say, then you can read my article. Again, that will be appearing just above my head right now and below the video description. So do check out that article just to help you understand the mathematics around all this. Now, there is an online community to help you self-employed people to grow your business whilst reducing your tax liabilities. Every Wednesday, I'm live. So if you do have any questions about your self-employment business, or indeed the tax liabilities, or indeed this new grant that's coming about, then you can catch me live this Wednesday and ask your questions. Don't worry, there is a 28-day free trial, so why not give it a good old try? Now, there are different schemes that you will see coming through. So let's talk about the phasing and the transitions of these plans. The SEISS, June 2020 is when it first came into play. Then we had the August 2020 update. And then we had the November. Now, unfortunately, the November phase 3 was announced back end of September, published in October, and now changed again in November, which it is at the time of this recording was the 2nd of November. Now, if you look at it from a fourth phase, there is a fourth phase, which is going to be launched in February 2021 and will cover the last quarter. Now, the thing is about this is the payment dates. This was all part of the winter economy plan that Rishi Sunak announced to help you self-employed people to stay afloat through these troubling times. The key dates, as you can see here, I'm just going to use my pointer for this particular phase. You've got November 2020 to January 2021, which is what I'm covering off in this video. And then we'll have the second and probably last one under this current guise for February 2021 to April 21. Eligibility, you must have been self-employed before the financial crisis has affected you, and you must have been submitted self-assessment tax returns to HMRC and proof of those tax returns. And indeed, you must be adversely affected by the financial crisis caused by this disease. Now, the one thing I want to bring to your attention is we are going to be focusing our efforts now on November, December, and January. And it's an X percentage of profits with a cap of 5160. The reason why it's got an X percentage is because it has got different levels of income support. So what you'll notice from this slide is that we're going to have 80% of your average monthly profits as a grant in November. And then December and January, we will be getting this 40% profits for December and January as well. So the thing is, you've got to work out your average profits, and then a percentage of those profits will be given in the form of a grant. But then it's capped. So you've got to do the 3 months in total, and then you've got the capping at the end of it, which is 5160. Now, what I've done for you is given you a example here of how this all works. So this regards, we've got example 1, and this particular self-employed person made an average of £2,000 profit per month. Now, what you need to bear in mind here is that this particular person would have made £24,000 worth of income in total. Now, the average quarterly profits would be £6,000. That is in reality what they used to make based on their self-employment tax return. We are going to be looking at November, December, and then January. And the grants funding is 80% in November, 40% in December, and again 40% in January. That is a time of writing. I will suspect that this could be subject to change. So brace yourself for all these changes that you are going to have to keep abreast of. Now, the grant funding would be £1,600 in November because it's 80% of the £2,000. It does drop to £800. This is 40% of the 2,000. And again in January 2021. January 2021. Now, that means that you will be paid £3,200 just by adding these three numbers up. And that is now looking at this around about 54% from reality of what you had before over here. Now, does that mean that's a good thing? Well, obviously you have a reduced form of income, but you are getting financial support from the government because of all these closures and indeed the lack of demand that's going through your books. Now, if you are in a bigger business and you've got this is example 2 now, average profits of £5,000 per month, which if you look at it on a quarterly basis would be £15,000. Then we've got to do the same example through months, November, December and January 2021. The grant is 80%, which is £4,000. So 80% of 5,000 would be £4,000. And then you've got in December and January, that does drop to 40%. So that's £2,000. Now, if you added up all those amounts, that would be £8,000. Again, falling short of that, you're looking at 55% type of your profit. However, there is a cap, and that cap is the 5160. So you won't get this £8,000. It will be capped at 5160, which if you can see here is now about a third of what your profit was before. So you are not going to get the generous percentages as highlighted here. So you do need to check out your numbers on that one. If you've got any comments or questions about this new update, then please do feel free to type those in. I will do my very best to provide you with those answers. And don't forget to press like if this has been useful, and make sure you subscribe to this channel so that you are notified of every new video that I release. Until next time, until the next SEISS update, then I shall see you again. My name is Simon Misiewicz from Optimise Accountants. Bye for now.